Hello, Edith here, and welcome to Scripture Seekers. We are back with another Story Time Sunday, and we are deep into the Share Your Gifts Challenge, where I will be sharing for 30 days my gifts. Each day has a different theme, and Sunday is Story Time Sunday. And we are in the midst of a story in Second Kings, in the book of Second Kings. Last time we read Second Kings chapter 4 verses 8 through 17, and it introduces us to the Shunammite woman who has a gift of hospitality that she shared with Elijah. And because of her generosity towards him, he prayed for her to receive a son, and God blessed her with a son. We are continuing in the story, Second Kings chapter 4, verses 18 through 37. Elijah raises the woman's son from the dead. And when the child was grown, it fell on a day that he went out to his father to the reapers. And he said unto his father, My head. And he said to a lad, Carry him to his mother. And when he had taken him and brought him to his mother, and sat on her knees till noon, and then died. And she went up and laid him on the bed of the man of God, and shut the door upon him, and went out. And she called unto her husband, and said, Send me, I pray thee, one of the young men, and one of the asses, that I may run to the man of God, and come again. And he said, Wherefore wilt thou go to him today? It is neither new moon nor Sabbath. And she said, It shall be well. Then she saddled an ass, and said to her servant, Drive and go forward. Slack not riding for me, except I bid thee. And she went and came unto the man of God to Mount Carmel. And it came to pass, when the man of God saw her afar off, that he said to Gehazi his servant, Behold, yonder is that Shunammite. Run now, I pray thee, to meet her, and say unto her, Is it well with thee? Is it well with thy husband? Is it well with the child? And she answered, It is well. And when she came to the man of God to the hill, she caught him by the feet. But Gehazi came near to thrust her away. And the man of God said, Let her alone, for her soul is vexed within her. And the Lord hath hid it from me, and hath not told me. Then she said, Did I desire a son of my Lord? Did not I say, Do not deceive me? Then he said to Gehazi, Gird up thy loins, and take my staff in thine hand, and go thy way. If any salute thee, answer him not again, and lay my staff upon the face of the child. And the mother of the child said, As the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. And he arose and followed her. And Gehazi passed on before them, and laid the staff on the face of the child, but there was neither voice nor hearing. Wherefore he went again to meet him, and told him, saying, The child is not awaked. And when Elijah was come into the house, behold, the child was dead, and laid upon his bed. And he went in therefore, and shut the door upon them twain, and prayed unto the Lord. And he went up and lay upon the child, and put his mouth on his mouth, and his eyes upon his eyes, and his hands upon his hands, and stretched himself upon the child, and the flesh of the child waxed warm. When he returned, Then he returned, and walked in the house to and fro, and went up and stretched himself upon him. And the child sneezed 7 times, and the child opened his eyes. And he called Gehazi, and said, Call this Shunammite. So he called her. And when she came in unto him, he said, Take up thy son. Then she went in and fell at his feet, and bowed herself to the ground, and took up her son, and went out. That was 2 Kings chapter 4, verses 18 through 37. So we're continuing with this story of the Shunammite who shared her gift with the prophet of God, Elisha. was blessed with a child that she wasn't even requesting, but they saw that she lacked a child and blessed her with that child. God blessed her with that child. The child dies, and God revives this child, resurrects her child. What a blessing. All of these things, this access, these blessings come because she shared her gifts, right? If she had not ever opened up her home to the prophet, she wouldn't have even probably had a child. But we receive what God has for us as we open up ourselves for the needs of others. I pray that you were blessed. I pray that you are inspired to share your gifts because the world needs them. You just don't know it yet. See you in the next one. Bye.